toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. And I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had almost 100 yards more of offense, so they moved the football, but you're right. It's those critical mistakes. And Michigan, last year, very successful against their rivals. Can they continue that trend?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back open in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give out of the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in, it's McCulley. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Quick completion on the out.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Back to pass, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Belly. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their framed to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
He can't make the catch and over the middle of the field. Sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Childs. Catch in the middle, it's McCray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dangerous screen into traffic. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Haynes. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Klein. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Morgan. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on second and short. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's looking to throw. There's the pressure. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being fit. That sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
No shot to return that one as he... Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Moore. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. Got room to work. Did the work himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are the ones, man. They're throwing those slants over the middle. Those receivers, they get alligator arms sometimes. They don't want to get hit. That's the beauty when you have a physical defense. You make them think about it, and that's what happens. Sometimes you get drops.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
On the move, it's Haynes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6. On to attempt the try. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamp snap.
It's a seam wide open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's McCulley. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finding an escape route. To running room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He leaves it with his back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Klein. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. He's in open space downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Child. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Not all incompletions are the same. Listen, it's 3rd down. I want to make a play. I want to throw the football down the field, get a 1st down. But sometimes it's the right decision to do what he just did. Don't make a big turnover. Don't make a big mistake. Just throw the football on the ground.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have...
Oh, a lot of space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Marshall. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Klein. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They just keep firing. Scrambling away. Took care of it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Sparty!
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's me.